Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today on the channel, we are going to be doing Clash at Paris predictions. And honestly, this video may be a little shorter because we've only got 5 matches. I am filming this, full disclosure, which you already know because it's going to be posted on Thursday. I'm filming this before Friday Night SmackDown, so if anything is added to the card on Friday night, won't be covered here. So right now we have 5 matches. We do have 5 decent matches on the card. I feel like it's shaped out better than I was expecting, especially with the slow build. So let's jump right into it. The first match we're going to talk about is Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. And honestly, I want to pick Roman here so bad because I don't pick against the OTC. However, I do know that Roman has a movie coming up that he's going to be filming for, so that means he's going to be taking a little bit of time away so that he can film for that. So I personally think Roman Reigns is going to get tsunamied, Bronson Reed is going to win, continue to build their faction up, and that will be the perfect write-off for Roman's time off. He will be hurt, and that'll be his step away from the WWE for a little while he films. So as much as I want to go with Roman here, I just think with everything that he's got going on, it makes more sense for Bronson Reed to win this, especially if he's taking time off. Now, if he's not taking time off, Roman clock in and get that W, but everything that I have seen says that he's going to need a little bit of time off, so we're definitely going to go with Bronson Reed here. And you know that Seth is going to come in and cause some chaos as well. So I just cannot go against the numbers. You got Bronson, you got Braun, you got Seth. I can't go against the numbers. Somebody's going to interfere, cost Roman. It's just going to happen. Then we have Logan Paul versus John Cena. And I've gone back and forth on this one surprisingly. Like, I felt like I would be completely Cena on this, but then I got to thinking about it and I'm like, I feel like there's something more going on with Drew McIntyre. Like, I feel like there is another reason he is with Logan Paul and another reason that he's been involved in this storyline. So I went back and forth on whether I think he's going to interfere and get Logan the win, or if John's gonna win and then Drew's gonna attack him afterwards and set up that feud. And I personally think that's the part I'm leaning towards. I think John Cena is going to win. I think he's going to be victorious over Logan. And then I think Drew McIntyre is going to do what Drew McIntyre does and come in and cause some chaos and set himself up as John Cena's next opponent for whenever his next match is. I think Drew would be a good opponent to add. John does not have very many dates left, which makes me super duper sad. I'm gonna cry, you guys, when he's finished. I'm just warning you now. But I definitely think Drew is a good person to add on his last match resume. And so I think that there's something more going on here. I think John's gonna win, but Drew's gonna ultimately attack him. Then we have Sheamus versus Rusev. Sheamus versus Rusev. Match 25 because we've had so many of them. Personally, I don't really know. I don't know. These two have beat the crap out of each other week after week after week. There's never been a clear-cut winner. But I personally think that Sheamus has taken the L here, and I only say that because Rusev has just come back, just started building momentum again, and so I think he needs the win more. So I think that this is going to be a insane match. I think these two are going to beat the living hell out of each other. I think that they are going to just absolutely destroy each other, but I think ultimately Rusev is going to win to continue to build his momentum and build his reputation as like a tough guy on the roster. And of course, we know we have Becky and Nikki. And honestly, I would love for Nikki to win this. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would love for Nikki to win this match. I love Nikki. You guys know that. And I think that her feud with Becky has been fantastic. and I think it would be fantastic of her to win this. However, I feel like Becky is going to continue to hold that title. She's going to win. But it's what I think that's going to happen after the match that is important. Because I think after Becky wins, she's going to do what she's been doing. She's going to start beating up Nikki. And I personally think that Miss Bayley is going to return. She is going to attack Becky. She is going to then attack Nikki, and we're just going to see a full crash out moment from Bayley, because we know, we've seen the promos where she's hearing the voices. She doesn't know what to do. So I think she's going to come in, swoop in, save the day, attack Becky, but then hear the voices and attack Nikki, setting us up for a good feud to come. And I will give Becky her props, because honestly, ever since she's won this title, I have been very intrigued with this title. Like, before, I feel like they weren't booking it well. Now I feel like they're booking it great, and it's one of my favorite titles to watch, honestly. So I have to give Becky her props there. And then, of course, we have the main event, which I don't know if it's the main event, but I'm assuming it's the main event because it's the biggest match on the card. Rollins versus Knight versus Uso versus Punk for that championship. And what do you guys think the percentage is that Rollins actually loses here? Because I want to say he might, but then I'm like, no. Like, why would they do that big heist cash in just for him to lose a couple weeks later? So, as much as I think that this is probably a great match for him to lose it, I don't think he's going to. I actually think he's going to probably hold this title until WrestleMania. However, I am loving what Jey Uso is giving me right now, because everyone has underrated him. Everyone has always shoved him to the side. And he is to the point where he is proving his worth. He is crashing out. He is on a full course to wreak havoc, and I love that from him, because he's been the fun guy for so long. It's time for him to wreak havoc and prove who he is and show who he is. So I would not be disappointed here to see him win, and I also wouldn't be disappointed to see Punk get his revenge and win as well. However, I just don't feel like Seth is losing yet. I feel like there's more out of this story and more to come with Seth Rollins. So I think Seth Rollins definitely retains on Saturday. But let me know, what do you guys think's going to happen? What do you think the biggest shocker of the night's going to be? And all of your Clash at Pairs thoughts. Always subscribe to my channel, like, comment, follow me on our socials, and I'll see you guys next week.